And away from education, homicide detectives, government and the family of the late Nairobi businessman Francis Kiambi have requested for a toxicology examination to determine if the cardiac arrest may have been triggered by a drug or poison. This after an autopsy conducted revealed that the businessman died of cardiac arrest. And as Seth Olale reports, police are finalizing a preliminary investigative report as funeral arrangements for the established businessman get underway.
Family members of the late Francis Kiambi were overcome by grief as they endured a 4-hour wait for an autopsy examination conducted by government pathologist Johansen Odur. First to arrive at the Lee Funeral Home for the post-mortem were homicide detectives from the DCI headquarters with exhibits. Late Kiambi's immediate family, led by the deceased wife Mary Waigwe Mudhoni, were next to arrive, followed by relatives who came as far as Muranga and Karani village in Tharaka Nithi County. Government pathologist Johansen Odur arrived moments later and was joined by lawyers and doctors representing both Kiambi's immediate and extended family. The interested parties then held a brief meeting with the government pathologist to discuss the modalities of the autopsy exercise and procedure for relaying the post-mortem outcome. At 1:30 o'clock, the DCI homicide officers, family pathologists and lawyers joined the rest of the waiting delegation outside the funeral home as the government pathologist Johansen Odur retreated to compile his report, which he later disclosed to the family. According to the autopsy report, the late Francis Kiambi's death was as a result of cardiac arrest caused by a coronary artery disease. Despite the results of the autopsy, the government pathologist, homicide detectives and the family requested that samples taken from the body of the businessman to undergo a toxicology examination. In simple terms, a toxicology test checks for drugs or other chemicals in your blood, urine or saliva. Drugs can be swallowed, inhaled, injected or absorbed through the skin or a mucous membrane. In rare cases, a tox screen may check your stomach contents or sweat. The late Kiambi was found dead in his current home on Monday. The announcement of the post-mortem results means that the family can now finalize funeral plans for the late Francis Kiambi. Seth Olale, Citizen TV, Lee Funeral Home, Nairobi County.